Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to today's video. I know we've been gone for a little bit. Just go over it really quick. I was pretty sick for a little bit there and I just really didn't feel like filming a video. But we're back now and we're in the home studio, so the quality should be a lot better. And yeah, I'm really excited. So today what we're going to be talking about is how I bought 10,000 raw coins without ever seeing them, right? I never saw them in person. I didn't even get to go through them. I just knew that there were 10,000 of them and the price. This is exactly what I saw, okay? I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I freaking saw, and I'm gonna read the entire description out while you guys are watching right here. So, selling an amazing retail stock of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, all housed in 31 long boxes, okay? Most of which are completely full, written up on 2x2 flips or cards, okay? Making work much easier for the buyer. This is the ideal lot for a retail type dealer, as most of the work is done. Now, I bought this deal because I kind of wanted to see if I could become the retail dealer. You know, I do a lot of wholesale deals. I do a lot of dealer-to-dealer transactions, and so I wanted to really see if I could successfully do a retail transaction and make some money on it, right? So, you know, if it's made for a retail client, it's going to be a little bit on the more expensive side because you're not going to be selling it to somebody who is going to make money on it. You're going to try and sell it to the end goal, right? You know, like when you sell to retail, that's hopefully the last person who has it for a couple of years. So you can try to get a few more dollars than selling it to a dealer, because the dealer is going to try and sell it to another dealer or to retail. The hours put into the law already justify the price alone. Below is a description of every single box to give you an idea of the scope of this lot, with plenty of 90% dimes and quarters included, as per description. Included in the lot are 3 pages with better coins, okay? So I was excited about that. All of which are pictured, and a list is also given, okay? So here is the big list, 31 boxes, okay? This is all that I saw, right? This is not even an exact count, okay? So I'm gonna tell you how I broke it down here and kind of help you guys understand why, right? So we're gonna scroll down just a little bit and kind of, you know, start looking at the pictures here. Okay, so here you go. Here is the very first picture, okay? This is the better coins, okay? This is the 3 pages of better coins, all right? So, you know, you have like, you're kind of like, okay, so like that 1870 Indian is ugly, right? So, you know, it's gonna be a little bit cheaper. 75 looks ugly. That Flying Eagle looks pretty good, right? You know, all these things, you kind of like look at like, okay, the 1877 450, you know, like that's not terrible. Then here's the quarters that were better. A lot of these were, you know, like there are a lot of crazy coins in here. Like, you know, kind of look over at this, you know, the 1913S. Looks like it's kind of a good, maybe, you know, it looks like it has a full rim, you know, you're kind of just like, whatever. The 1896, you know, all that good stuff. And then this is the last page of the premium coins. So that's when I was like, okay, that's like a couple $1,000s, nothing too crazy, right? And here is the pricing that they're off of. So, you know, you kind of just go to like the expensive coins, you know, 1913S Barber. Okay, so the price listed is what it's going for, right? So you kind of just go over here. The total is $6,064, right? So you're like, okay, that's what they're asking. I probably won't be able to sell it for that much. So let's equate it for 5,000 bucks, right? And now we have just like a bunch of pictures, kind of like an overall view of all the boxes, right? So, you know, here's all the Indian head cents, a bunch of just common date stuff. You know, you're kind of just like Lincoln cents, more Lincolns, more Lincolns. You know, then we get into the nickels. You kind of like see like, okay, there's a bunch of stuff like that. The pictures weren't too crazy, just kind of like, oh, this is like kind of what they're going to be looking like, you know. You kind of just like look like, oh, are they all details? Are they all ugly? Or are they all nice? You know, all that kind of stuff. Like, are they toned? Are they white? You know, you're kind of just looking at everything as quickly as possible because, you know, I feel like this deal is going to go super fast, right? So, you know, you're kind of just like looking. And then at the very end here, if you bought it within a certain period of time, you would receive an extra $2,000 worth of slabbed coins and it was worth about $2,000. At the end of the day, everything equated out to about 2,000. So I'd want to pay like 1,800 bucks for them. So you know, that's how I equated it as. So here's all the graded coins that were included. Kind of a lot of basement slabs, but there were a few cool ones, like this 1985 Silver Eagle. That's right, 1985. Just kind of a, you know, cool little homemade design that somebody made. There were a bunch of these weird butterfly coins that I actually still have. I actually, when I was originally doing my math, I had acquainted them all as 1 ounce of silver. I wanted to be really cheap. I found out that everything was worth like 1,500 bucks because I did just like, 1 ounce of silver for everything. And then like all the generic crap just was like 10 bucks, right? Turns out that even they're not an ounce of silver, I figured out. They're only like a little bit of silver. I don't know the exact amount, but I don't think it's an ounce. They sell for like 10 bucks on eBay, 20 bucks on eBay. But it's still okay. It's okay. So there's a bunch of cool coin. You have like some BU Walking Liberty halves, all that kind of stuff. Just like a bunch of basement slab random coins. And you're like, okay, well, I guess that's kind of cool. This one was pretty cool. This Stella design, it's worth like 100 bucks on eBay. So that's pretty cool. You're basically at like $7,000, right? So the price of the entire lot, I have no shame in telling you guys how much I spent on this lot. It was $17,500, right? And so that's the number that we need to get to even start being like, okay, this, maybe I could buy this, right? And so, you scroll down, you're looking at all the boxes, and you're just like, okay, like not a ton of value, and like there's a little bit of value, okay, there's a little bit, okay, there's some more. And then as you see at the top, that, just because like 300 to 400 coins, 250 to 300 coins. And so when I was doing my math, I had done all the math at like very low numbers. Like if it said 250 to 300, I did like 225 or 200 just to be very, very safe. And I'm glad I did because some of the numbers were a little bit lower, which is fine. It's okay. I wouldn't expect you to count out every single coin in the entire box. It would take forever. But I'm glad I did the math based on the lower numbers, right? And so, you kind of scroll down to the silver box, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, and 31. And you're like, okay, so here's where a lot of the value is going to be, right? And so you kind of just add up like basically like $5 for the Washington quarters, $6 for the Standing Liberties, and $6.50 for the Barber quarters. And, you get a little bit further, along, and then Roosevelt dimes, they're silver, it was a couple $100, right? Whoops, sorry about that. Let's put the thing on Do Not Disturb, right? A couple $100, right? Nothing important. And then, you kind of add up every single other box, like, okay, bucks 25 through 1, just basically like 100 coins, 200 coins per box. And you kind of add them all up and you do the math, and you're like, okay, each coin is going to be like $1, right? And then you kind of go through and you're like, okay, in the pictures, I saw a roll of 50D Jeffersons. That'll pay for basically the entire box. The Buffalo nickels are going to be like $1 each with a couple good ones. There ended up being a 3-legged buffalo in there, which was in the pictures, but I didn't see it. So I didn't know. But that pays for 2 boxes basically. All the Liberty nickels are $1. Every single one of the Indian head cents are $1 minimum. There's a lot of the better dates, like all the easy dates are at least $1. Anything better than like a VG is going to be higher than $1, and so that was really easy. The wheat cents were kind of like, just chuck them in a box and sell them all in one lot. And that was kind of the same with like the later Jefferson nickels, unless there was like anything crazy toned in there. And so, yeah, I kind of just was like, okay, I get to 17.5 pretty easily, so let's see if I can afford it, right? I kind of just like seeing, we're gonna turn the screen off here for a second and just kind of, speak. Once you kind of figure out a deal, like you can't like just buy a deal, right? You kind of have to like figure it out and then figure out if you can afford it. Just because I don't have $1 million sitting in the bank, and so I was like, okay, like I get to 17.5 pretty easily. I think I can make an easy 10-20% on this lot. And so I'm like, okay, can I afford this? I'm looking at my bank. I'm like, ooh, I think I can afford this. Like I have some money on the way. I have checks coming. I have plenty of money in the bank. I have, my minimum balance, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, like let's start purchasing this. I'm like, hey, can I purchase this lot? And they're like, yeah, that sounds great. I'm like, okay, you know, and it's very normal in the coin business to be able to pay for a humongous lot for either pay on receipt, where, you know, you pay when it gets delivered, or to pay over 30 days. And I was fortunate enough to be able to pay over 30 days. I think I ended up paying for it in like 10 days just because I had surgery like right after I bought it, I think. And so I was kind of like out of it, and I was very glad that I had enough money because, you know, if I didn't really work that much in January, and so I wouldn't have been able to pay for it, and then I would have gotten in trouble, and my reputation's burned, and all that kind of bad stuff. And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to, I mean, it was pretty cool. Definitely a very fun experience. I still have probably about half of it left just because I've been sick and I had the surgery and I haven't been able, I mean, I get headaches every night from the surgery, just like from the pressure on my nose. Yeah, so I haven't really sold a ton of it. So it's going to be going up on eBay, going up on the website, everything like that. And it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, March is I turned 20 this month, and it's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it a lot, actually. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And one thing that you guys, I don't know if you'd notice, but this mic is actually fake right now. It's fake. I haven't gotten the adapter for it quite yet. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad on this. If it is, we're going to be figuring it out. It's been a little bit since I've been home, and so the audio might be terrible, but it also might be great. You know, we'll see. The lighting should be okay. Maybe I should be a little bit lower so my head is fully in frame. Looks like I got like this flat head though, you know. I got a haircut and it ruined my hair basically. The person did not do an amazing job. So I'm waiting to grow it out so then I can get another haircut, and I think we're almost there. But yeah, we're still getting there. Still kind of looks like a homeless person haircut. But yeah, you guys are going to be seeing me a lot more this month and from the months in advance. I don't have any more surgeries planned. I don't plan on getting sick again. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with this, and I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. I thought it was pretty cool. Just kind of like showing off how I bought a collection without even seeing it. You know, just like I want to show you guys what I see on the inside as being a dealer. If you're a collector or a dealer, or is that it? Collector or dealer or both, you know. I just kind of wanted to show a little bit on the inside and show what I see when I buy a collection and how I buy it and how I go through it and all that kind of good stuff. And so, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be every single day. Short video, short video, short video. So have an amazing day, guys. Goodbye.